going by bringing drink major act. Originally from the Washington, D.C. area, you might have seen him on Evening at the Improv on 2 drink minimum. Please welcome to the stage, Doc Barham.
Put your hands together for Martin Funk. Let's hear it for him. Give him a round of applause. Well, good evening. How you guys doing? My God, you guys would suck at a rock concert with an attitude like that, man. Apparently the tractor pull was all sold out tonight, sir? Guys, man, it would be like, you ready to rock and roll, Indianapolis? Yeah, rock and roll me, buddy, go. Let's hear it, you guys in the mood for some comedy or what? Make some noise! Hey! Very nice to be here. I've had a lot of fun in town this week driving around. I've actually noticed that you guys drive just a little bit differently here. Apparently in Indianapolis, right-of-way is determined by tonnage and velocity. Stoplights just seem to be rough guidelines. Green means go, yellow means go faster. Red means go if there's nobody looking. Blinkers? Never touch this stuff. Hell, I just broke the stick right off the damn column myself. So I went to a tanning salon for the first time this week, and I was talking to my buddy over the phone. He was like, dude, I can't believe you're doing that fake and bake, man. You're so vain. God. And he was right, but you know what I couldn't figure? Is how he knew the real reason I was using a tanning bed was so that I could bathe my body in enough high-frequency ultraviolet electromagnetic radiation to alter the chromosomal structure of the DNA within my sexual gamete so that my offspring would be born with enough positively mutated genetic material to become the next higher stage of human evolutionary development, and I would then be the visionary progenitor of an entirely new race of super beings. You'll have to watch the videotape, sir. That and I hate tan lines. But anyway, I was watching the Tube this afternoon, and I have sort of a theory about television now. I think it's a lot like computers. It's just garbage in, garbage out. There is so much stupid crap on TV these days. I think if you watch enough of it, it can't help but make you stupid. Like this commercial for Vaseline intensive care. This woman walks out, she has sort of a, vacuous, self-lobotomized look on her face, right? She looks into that camera and goes, sometimes my skin is so dry, I can actually write the word dry on the back of my hand. Yeah, well, if you need to do that to tell your skin is dry, maybe you ought to etch the word stupid on your forehead while you're at it. I probably wouldn't help much anyway. She'd just get to that bathroom mirror and be going, dip puts. Cool, most of you guys got that one. Pretty much if you don't get that, you are. Hey, God forbid some of you guys get trapped in traffic in front of an ambulance, huh? Ecnolubma? Hell is that? It just really does. Seems like a lot of the quality and standards of the mass media have dropped considerably in the past couple of years. It's everywhere, too. Radio, television, newspapers. Oh, USA Today is the best example. That hamster litter, fish wrap, bird cage liner of a pandering, penny dreadful shit rag newspaper. My God. How good is a newspaper, folks, that has a daily corrections column? What, we fuck up every day. That's the nation's #1 newspaper. I'm reading in there the other day in the USA Snapshot. It says, a survey conducted recently shows that 3 out of 4 people make up 75% of the population. Look at some of you guys just looking at me like, 3 out of 4 is... Dude, we just came here to see comedy, man. We didn't want to have to do fractions. What a dick. Another scientific study I read in USA Today, it said exactly 1/2 of all Siamese twins are left-handed. Okay, some of these jokes you will actually have to think about tonight, guys. Pretty simple process. I lock them and load them, bang, you bag them and tag them, we're out of here in 30. Final survey that I read said that every 30 seconds on this globe, somewhere a Julio Iglesias song is being played. It's true. You know what that means? Somewhere every 31 seconds, somebody's going, God damn it. Doesn't look like old Julio will be rolling into India anytime soon, huh? Ticket sales are down, Julio. Same newspaper, I swear this is true. At USA Today, the celebrity obituary column, it said the Guinness Book of World Records oldest living human had died. Carrie White had died at the age of 118 years old. Last line of the obituary said, and I quote, cause of death has not yet been determined. Oh, let me take a wild fucking stab at the dark on this one. Probably not crib death. And the line just before it said, unfortunately, Mrs. White died penniless. Like that was such a bad thing. Man, sounds to me like she timed it just right. Hell, I'm sure her last words were, and put the rest of that on a gift certificate, Chuck. I love the Guinness Book of World Records. That is such a great book, because the categories are just so bizarre. Actual category in the Guinness Book of World Records, camping out. World record for camping out? Anybody know? 22 years. Buddy, at some point, you are no longer camping out. You're just fucking homeless, man. Yeah, apparently we don't have a homeless problem in this country. We have a camping competition. That's not a refrigerator box, that's a KOA campsite, huh? No, don't go look for a job. We're still camping. We're going for the record. See, I'm from Washington, D.C. We have so many homeless folks there. And who here's been to D.C. by applause before? So now, I used to give them a lot of my money. I did. That was until I got mugged 2 times. Now, first time was my fault, because, I figured I'd tell the guy I didn't have any change without actually saying that, So I walked by, and the guy goes, yo, man, you got some change? I was like, no, man, I only got big bills. I just get that compassion fatigue now, because I see the same guys every single day, just standing there, never doing anything, holding up the sign, looking at you going, yo, man, can you help me out? It's like, yeah, there's 2 S's in homeless. Fuck you guys, that's funny. But apparently 2 is the limit for spelling jokes here in India, is that it? It's just like, oh, damn, he's up there ciphering and spelling and fractions. And why don't you just go on back home to D.C., Mr. Bookworm? I bet you that damn ponytail's just a clip-on. That's from the Nancy Kerrigan collection, I'll bet. I don't know. Do you guys think it's actually wrong to toss a bum some change? Say like, I don't know, fistful of pennies, overhand. Really hard, right at his head. Wrapped in a roll. While he's sleeping. From the window of a moving vehicle. While you're hollering, oh no, God bless you, you fuck! Sorry, a couple of muggings just makes you a little bit bitter sometimes. See, I used to not understand how those guys got that way, and that was until I lost everything myself recently, like virtually overnight. I really did. I went from a solid upper middle class to just poor white trash just by moving out of my parents' house. That's my solution to the homeless problem. Move back in with your parents. Everybody's got to have parents. Fucking move back in with your goddamn parents, man. Why work for food by panhandling when you can just mow their lawn and take out the trash? That's will work for food and allowance, man. That's a hell of a deal right there, if you ask me. Which actually brings up the question, do you guys think it's actually wrong to toss a bum some food? You know, say like a fistful of canned goods, really hard, right at his head, while he's sleeping? From the window of a moving vehicle, while you're hollering, just move back in with your parents, you fuck! Oh, man. You know, everything in the mass media is really getting me down these days. It's just driving me crazy with the low quality and standards. It's not just the papers. Television is even worse, I think. You know, they say Americans spend over 1/4 of their waking lives watching television. That's incredible. Think about some of the crap you have to digest, too, like America's Funniest Home Videos. I don't know about you guys. I just can't take 30 minutes a week of watching Junior hit poppin' the nuts with a croquet mallet. Next week, fat chick slips on ice. You really should critically analyze what you watch on the tube. You know, think about what you're watching, because if you don't, man, it could just turn your brain into jello. Schick has a commercial for Tracer Razor. The announcer says, if your head were square, shaving would be simple. Buddy, if your head were square, shaving would be the least of your worries. You'd be doing 6 shows a day on the Midway with the Elephant Man. You'd be Cubo the Blockhead Boy. I am not an animal, I'm a polyhedron. Besides, if your head were square, wouldn't you want to grow a beard? Help round out those unsightly corners. Man, that's what's scary to me. They say the median IQ in America is dropping at a rate of 3 points every 5 years, based on the Stanford Binet IQ test averages. So 5 years ago, it was 100. Apparently this year, it's what? Apparently it's dropping a little bit more quickly here in Indianapolis. It's, you guys are like, that son of a bitch, he did it again. I didn't even have a chance to get my calculator out. 97. It is 97. So what that means, folks, is that the world is not going to go out with a bang or a whimper, but just sort of a... We'll eventually be too stupid to fuck and just die. Of course, I said that last night, and this lady goes, I'd never be too stupid to fuck. Well, for me, ma'am, you already are. Man. Some of the stuff you see on television is just, you know, you guys watch Cops? You watch Cops? Man, yeah, fucking liars. Everybody watches Cops. I think watching Cops is a lot like rubbernecking at a bad car accident, you know? You know you really shouldn't be looking, but you just can't help it. I do. I love Cops and I hate it. It's just incredible to me. Apparently you can't get on the show unless you don't have a shirt. I'm watching this episode just last week. This kid is rolling around half naked in this middle of the street. Foam is flying out of his mouth. His eyeballs are rolled back into his head. The cops come up, like, draw their guns. They're like, have you been doing drugs? Guy nods his head and he goes, what have you been taking? Pills? How many did you take? One. And he goes, what did you take? The kid goes, penicillin. So I'm thinking he's either so fucked up that he can't remember what he took, either that or he's just trying to convince him this is just an allergic reaction. Oh, man. Oh, you know, only on television would you ever see somebody try and sell you a clapper. What a moronic device that is. My grandmother wanted one of those things, so we got her one. And we hooked it up to her life support system. Who's in the will, Grandma? Who's in the will? Who's your favorite grandson? You want the inheritance and you know it, clap your hands. You want the inheritance and you know it, clap your hands. The respirator is not science, so I know that you are dying. I want the inheritance and I know it, clap my hands. Yeah, don't pull the plug on them, folks. Just clap them off. MTV presents Grandma Unplugged. With her number one hit, I could name that tune in one note, Chuck. Lighten up, folks. That's only the first dead grandma joke of the evening. There's plenty more where that came from. In my opinion, the ultimate stupidity on the television set today are the commercials for the Partnership for a Drug-Free America. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Yeah. They're the ones, who brought us the incredibly terrifying frying egg in a pan. This is your brain on drugs commercial. Oh, shit! Is anybody really terrified by that asinine commercial? Let me ask you guys honestly, okay? Who here, by applause, has ever smoked pot? By applause. Ever tried marijuana, whether you inhaled or not? You guys have never smoked pot? You guys are like, of course not. We're sitting under the lights. Yeah, this is just a big DEA sting. We're here to bust you guys. I'm the narc, and it is a clip-on ponytail. So that's cool. That's actually almost the majority of the people in the room. That's good. You know, I hope that they do legalize marijuana in my lifetime. I really do. Because, see, that way I'll be able to use it as a tax deduction. Just file that under source for comedy material. Because I have written a lot of material when I was stoned, I'll tell you that. I never used any because, it really didn't make any sense the next day. But boy, was it funny for the night. Okay, so the only real difference in a parallel universe is the parking's a lot more difficult. Okay, so if you're having sex with your clone, does that mean you're really narcissistic or you're just masturbating? I tell you, I did a little background research on the Partnership for a Drug-Free America, and interestingly enough, here's what I found out. Their three biggest financial sponsors are, no lie, Philip Morris Tobacco, Miller Brewing Company, and Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals. See a pattern forming here? Just say no to drugs? Yeah, because a cigarette, a cold beer, and a Prozac's all you're ever gonna need. Man, that's such a hypocritical message coming from them. Because what they're really saying is that they want us as consumers to spend our disposable income on their legal drug products. They don't want us to waste our money on illegal drug products. Why? Because they're competing for our dollar. So for them, the whole war on drugs is not about morality. It's just about money, man. Filthy lucre. That's all it is. They have a new commercial now. They have a EEG readout. The announcer says, "This is the brain of a normal 14-year-old boy." This is the brain of a 14-year-old boy after smoking a marijuana cigarette. Any questions? No. Isn't that the point? Right? This is stress. And this isn't. My only question would be, where can I get some of that dope? Man, any weed that'll turn you into a flatliner, that's good friggin' bud. Good. Glad we have a couple of pot smokers here. That's good. So some of you guys just look at me like, oh, well, apparently he smokes the evil weed, does he? That's the weed with the roots in hell, mister. You know what pot stands for, don't you? Plenty of trouble. That's for damn sure. I learned that on Dragnet. Just say no to drugs. What a bunch of crap, man. Just say no thank you. There's no reason to be rude. Drug dealers have feelings too. Has anybody here ever known someone to commit a really serious crime, a heinous felony, when they were just stoned? No. Okay, maybe like somebody shoplifted some snack food, but... Come on. Oh, your pants are full of Twinkies. You're a menace to society. I honestly believe in just say no to drugs, as in K-N-O-W. Know your drugs so you know what the hell you're talking about. There's nothing I hate more than talking to somebody about marijuana and how it's so evil and everything like that. And then I go, have you ever smoked pot before? No. Well, then shut the fuck up. Who here has heard that, this is a great example. Who here has heard that marijuana kills brain cells? By applause. So you guys are going, marijuana kills brain cells when you applaud? Oh shit, I'm gonna be brain dead. Actually, I'd heard that too, and that's not true. It's a myth and it's a lie. Here's the 411 on that, okay? 1974, the Heath Tulane University study determined that marijuana killed brain cells. However, here's the scientific research methodology. You guys decide. They took a rhesus monkey. They strapped him into a chair. They strapped a gas mask over his face and pumped the equivalent of 63 Colombian-strength joints into the face of the monkey for 6 minutes straight, losing no smoke for 90 days in a row. So I signed up for this program, right? I needed the extra credits, you know, and man, the only thing you can pump into the face of a monkey for 6 minutes without killing brain cells is air. That poor chimp was suffocating. Like, oh, well, hold on, don't bogart that gas mask there, Curious George. Come on, pal. I've done a lot of research, a lot of reading about marijuana, and I've done my own personal experimentation, if you will, and I've come to the conclusion that it's a plant. It's natural, it's herbal, it's medicinal, it has a tremendous number of uses. It's virtually the first agrarian crop grown for non-agrarian food purposes, and it's been around since time immemorial. Even prehistoric man smoked pot. They had to. Look at all the cave drawings. They're always chasing food. And let me tell you something, folks. You gotta be a high kind of hungry to hunt a mastodon with a stick and a rock. And then eat that hairy beast, huh?
I believe I will have the woolly mammoth whopper.
Oh, you're eating mammoths. You're a menace to society. Anybody ever do that when they were in high school? You try to smoke pot in your bedroom and blow it out the window so your parents wouldn't catch you? Yeah. See, I was always so paranoid, my mom would come up to the door and go, "What are you doing with the window open? Trying to get the whole neighborhood high?" I was the only kid on my block who had like squirrels and chipmunks and, you know, lined up on my my windowsill going, "Dude, shotgun!" Had more forest creatures around me than Snow White, man, I'm telling you. I'll never forget the night that rhesus monkey showed up outside my window going, "Dude, remember me? Tulane University! Science majors, buddy! I brought my gas mask. Let's party." Oh, man. You know, that's just what's really bothering me, is that there are so many people and groups in this country that are trying to get you to think what they want you to think without giving you all the facts and just letting you decide for yourself. And I think that's sort of at the essence of political correctness. I really do. I'm so tired of PC, and I think as a result of the kind of unnatural suppression that PC is, you've seen actually like a resurgence in things like I don't know, sexism, racism, homophobia. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine just recently went to go get a job at Walmart. They said they wouldn't hire him because he was homosexual. So I went in, I applied for a job. He went in, he applied for a job. He said that he was homosexual, so they wouldn't hire him. So I went in and applied for a job, told him I was bisexual, but I just wanted to work part-time. See, that joke would have worked if I didn't fuck it up. You guys are good. You give me the benefit of the doubt. That's all right. I am. I just don't understand the homophobia, man. You always hear guys say that, don't you? Guys are always going,
I just don't understand how one man could ever want to suck another man's penis.
well, obviously. I mean, if you did, you'd probably be gay. And usually it's like some 300-pound, tattoo-ridden, toothless Dan Haggerty-looking bastard who says,
I tell you what, ain't no goddamn pillow-biting bottom feeder ever gonna stick his thing in my keister, that's for damn sure, mister.
well, of course not. The guy's gay. He's not blind. Man, give him credit for some taste. Come on, man. I like gay men. I'm not gay. I just think they bring a number of really significant and positive contributions to our society. I mean, first and foremost, they make an easy target for rednecks. While thus taking the heat off of racial and ethnic minorities at a crucial point in our history. And even more importantly than that, if you ask any woman in this room to describe the average gay man, what will she usually say? Oh, they're usually really good looking, good dressers, intelligent, sensitive, good job, good sense of humor. Oh man, I am fucking glad they're gay. I do not need that kind of competition. Hell, if I had it my way just for selfish reasons, I would be a superhero called Dr. Gayfinger. I have my little sidekicks next to me, Lambda Lad and Miss Thing right there on either side of me. Have that Midas touch, right? Reverse sexuality, man. One touch of this bad boy and you would be a flaming pink triangle, mister. It'd be great. Any straight guy taller than me? Bam! You're gay, buddy. Any straight guy better looking than me? Bam! You're gay, pal. Any straight guy with a better body than me? Bam! You're gay. I'd be the tallest, sveltest, best-looking heterosexual man on the planet. Be me and Danny DeVito going head-to-head for all the babes. Well, we wouldn't be going head-to-head, but you guys know what I mean. Hey, Dr. Gayfinger, where'd you get those amazing superpowers? Who, me? Bang! Oh, shit! Hey, who's that guy? Gay men just don't bother me. They really do. They don't intimidate me. Now, lesbians kind of bother me. Before you say anything, I'm not going to make any diesel dyke jokes about Austrian shot putters in comfortable shoes and leisure suits that look like Mike Ditka. I have seen plenty of absolutely gorgeous lesbians in my time. As a matter of fact, I got this one videotape at home. Oh, man. Well, actually, I have 176 tapes in my complete epic video lesbian library. But enough about me. I digress. The reason that lesbian women bother me, I like lesbian women in general. In fact, I'm rather bullish on dykes, if you know what I mean. The reason that they bother me is because they intimidate me sexually. They're competing with me for the exact same thing that I'm after. Another woman. And not only that, as a woman, they know a whole hell of a lot more about what they're doing than I do. I mean, they have an exact duplicate of the plumbing they're working on. And when they're not working, man, they can go home and practice. And we all know what practice makes, right? Practice makes me obsolete. I would probably be a much more sensitive male and lover if I had my own vagina. That's something to look forward to, isn't it, guys? Having your own vagina? Hey, man, go fuck yourself! Okay. That's on the schedule. That'd be the way that every guy greeted one another in the street every single day, man. Hey, man, go fuck yourself. Okay, man, you go fuck yourself, too. But guys, I'm going to have to get out of here, but before I do, I just want to ask you one quick question. Now, I've got a great headliner coming up here in just a second. I want to share this with you. I do a little poetry every now and then. I write a little poetry. Occasionally, the Dionysian muses upon me, and I compose a few lines. And recently, I finished a poem that I submitted to Hallmark. And, yeah, they turned me down. And I was really bummed out by that, so I wanted to go ahead and share this with you if I could. When the road you chose gets rocky, and the way leads all uphill, and even good friends desert you, as they sometimes will. When the deck seems stacked against you, seems there's no way you can win, that's the time to buy a gun and put it to your chin. When problems loom too large and they're only getting bigger, suck the barrel, baby, and pull the fucking trigger. Boy, I get misty every time I read that. I'm sorry. I really did get turned down by them, and I said the hell with it. And so I created my own greeting cards and my own greeting card company, which is now called Hellmark. So if you want to get some cards after the show, just talk to me. I have one right here. This is a poem to inspire you, it says on the front there. And if you have somebody you'd like to inspire, and I know everybody right now is thinking to themselves, oh, I'll give it to that son of a bitch. If you like that, this is a great companion card. I actually have 3 with me. See this card right here? See this cute little girl? She's riding her rocking horse right there. See that? And it says, thinking of you, just wanted to say, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks a lot. I'm Doc Barham. Good night.